Welcome everyone. In this video, we'll see how can we use the scroll view. So scroll view is basically you can make your screen add lot of content to your current view so that you can move the objects up and down. A user can scroll up and down. So a quick recap of Xamarin Forms. So these are the different type of form pages. You have a content page, master detail page, navigation page, tabbed page, template page, and the carousel pages. But now there is another thing which is called form views. So views are the smaller, objects or the building blocks of the application, which are stacked or kept inside the form pages. So we have different kind of views, labels, buttons, sliders. You can do map, OpenGL, button, image, and there are many more kind of views which we use in the applications. So first of all, as usual, let's start a new project. If you are already familiar with this part, you can move ahead and skip a few seconds. So I'm going to make a multi-form blank form app. Let's give it a name, Learning Scroll View. So it's going to create us a brand new project. By default, the main page is the default starting page and view of the application. So we'll go right into that. And by default, a stack layout is already inside the content page. So let's add few more content and more views to this layout. Let me add a box view width. Let me add one more. I have added four more. Let me change the color of the second one to yellow, third one to blue, and fourth one I will keep like that. So now we made four boxes. Hit Control I and ident all of the code. Let me make iOS as the startup project. So let me add two more. I got red, yellow, blue, red, blue, red. Let's see the results. So I got 1 2 3 4 5. I don't see anything below that. So now let me try to scroll it up. No, I cannot scroll it up. So this is one of the, I won't say drawback of stack layout, but in stack layout you build different kind of applications where you want a fixed container where you can place your objects and design your application. But based upon some different application, you might want to move the content up and down, just like news, social media, and other things. So you want to do those things. So how do we make this page a scrollable view? We add below the content page, we add view scroll view, and you define the height. Now you can define as much height you want to define here. Let me do 300. And before we do any other properties, let's just add it. And rerun the project just to see that how my scroll view looks like. So now I have this couple of objects, box views on my screen. Wow, I can hold and drag screen up, and now I can see all of the objects. So now I can add much more content to my views in with the use of scroll view. So now let's talk about event. If we want to, add some logic or do some activity, trigger an event when a user is scrolling his screen up. So, that is how we can bind the events in our application. Let me add a label view. To bind an event to the scroll view, there are a few ways we can do that, but eventually we are binding the backend code with the view when views event when scroll view is moved up or down. So there is a property, event name is scrolled. When you do type scrolled and equals to, Visual Studio Code automatically gives you the option to write the function name and bind these coding for you, but you can do it manually also. So here I will say label message text is equal to I get scroll position actually, so I can just simply directly write that. So this is a value of double. I will safely convert it to string. We are good to go. Let's run this app once again. So this is our label. Trigger got fired. First time the application got loaded, the label value is written into that. See, now if I hold and scroll up, the value is changing. So every time you start scrolling, it keeps firing those events to uh, to to the method or this function written on the backend, and we can add any logic here. So that's pretty much was it. It was a quick video. Thank you so much for watching.